Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Welcome to our review classes. Um, this time we focus on the special senses, still on basic anatomy and physiology. Okay, good afternoon, Sir Dennis. Welcome. Can you start? Can you?
Good afternoon, Doc.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes.
What are the five senses?
Taste, smell, equilibrium.
You only mentioned three.
Spirit. Oh no, again.
Sige.
Taste, smell, equilibrium, sight, hearing.
Okay.
The touch is now considered a general sense, not a special one.
Yeah, so that's the new concept, no? Where is the sense of equilibrium housed?
The ear.
Yes. What percent of sensory receptors are found in the eye? Hello?
70.
Yes. How much of the surface of the eye?
70.
How much?
70, Doc.
Yes, yes. How much of the surface of the eye can be seen?
1/6
Okay.
called
Yeah. The, that's the only thing that you can see through the palpebral fissure.
palpebral
It's only one
fissure.
fixed. Next, what are the edge points of the eyelids called?
Commissures.
Yes. What are the glands of the eyelid edge and what do they secrete?
The glands are tarsal glands and they produce an oily secretion that lubricates the eye.
Yes. Where is the lacrimal gland located?
Eyelid between eyebrows and
I,
lid.
okay. Outer edge of the top of the eyelid between the eyebrow and the lid. What is the name of the mucous membrane of the eye?
Conjunctiva only covers white of the eye and contains vessels that make your eye bloodshot.
Okay. Conjunctiva. No? What are the components of the lacrimal apparatus?
Lacrimal gland and lacrimal ducts.
Okay. Where do the tears start from and go to? Where do they start? Where do the tears start?
Conjunctiva by lacrimal ducts. They
Okay.
are then flushed across eyeballs and empty into lacrimal canaliculi and down to the lacrimal sac,
So that's the lacrimal
which
canaliculi.
empties into, yeah,
Okay, first, the tears. First, they are produced in the lacrimal gland, and through the lacrimal ducts, they will be released onto your conjunctiva. They are then flushed across the eyeball, then they empty into the lacrimal canaliculi down to the lacrimal sac, and which empties into the nasal cavity. That is why every time you cry, may lumalabas din na sipon. That's actually your tears. Do you, I'm sure you've cried before, no?
yes, of course.
Yeah. See, did you notice there's also a secretion coming out of your nostril, right?
Yeah,
What makes up the tears? Or what is the compost? Yeah.
dilute salt solution also contains
Okay, it also contains lysozyme. Okay, the lysozyme is an enzyme that destroys bacteria. Okay, why do your eyes get watery when you have allergies or when you have a cold?
Sinuses will be blocked, which means that the tears cannot drain into them, which causes the tears to back up and make our eyes watery.
Okay, blockage of the sinuses. So tears cannot drain into the sinuses. There we go again. Pause muna. What are the three layers of the eye wall called?
Fibrous, the vascular, and retina.
Okay, fibrous, the vascular, and the retina. What is the pupil?
The pupil is the black opening in the middle of colored part of your eye. The pupil gets bigger
Okay. What are rods and cones? My God, I can't hear you. Okay, what are rods and cones?
Okay. They are photoreceptors found in sensory layer of retina. Rods allow us to see in dim light, in gray tones, and allow peripheral vision. Cones allow us to perceive in color in bright light.
Okay, at nighttime, the rods are activated. At daytime, it's the cones. How does vision work? Why are we able to see? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Doc.
Yes. How does vision work?
Uh, Light enters our eye via iris,
Mhm.
where it touches rods and cones. Electrical impulses then travels along two neuron chain of before leaving the retina via the optic nerve.
Okay. What are the three types of cones?
Red cones, blue cones, and green cones.
How many parts are there to the lens? Like, um, what are the two parts of the lens?
Uh, the anterior segment and the posterior segment.
Okay. Anterior segment is filled with aqueous humor, while the posterior segment with the vitreous humor. How does the lens work? Our crystalline lens, we call it.
It changes shape
Mhm.
from more or less convex so that light can be properly focused on the retina.
Okay. Where are the photoreceptor cells located? The rods and the
They
cones.
are all they are all over the retina except where optic nerves leaves eyeball,
Okay. Yeah, where the optic nerve leaves, that becomes your blind spot,
the blind spot.
the optic disc. What are the three main areas of the ear?
The external ear, the middle, and the internal, the inner part of the ear.
What areas of the ear are only for hearing?
Outer and middle.
Yeah, while the inner is for hearing and equilibrium. So the outer and middle are only for hearing. What structures make up the outer ear?
Auricle, external acoustic meatus. The EAM is linked to with seroninous glands which secrete airwax.
Okay. How do we hear?
Sound waves enter outer ear and hit tympanic membrane, making it vibrate. When it vibrates, hammer moves with it and transfers vibration to anvil and then to stirrup, which presses on oval window of inner ear. Movement at oval window moves fluids in the inner ear, exciting hearing receptors.
What are the parts of the middle ear?
The tiny weeny bones called hammer, malleus, anvil, um, stirrup, which each transmit movement to the next.
Malleus incustapes. What is the pharyngotympanic tube?
Auditory tube that runs obliquely down to link middle ear cavity to throat, underneath the bones of middle ear.
Okay. What structures make up the inner ear?
A hemp of bony chambers deep inside temporal bone behind eye socket. The chambers are trochlea, vestibule, semicircular canals. The chambers are filled with fluid called perilymph, which a maze of membrane sacs are found. The membrane maze contains thicker fluid called endolymph.
What are the equilibrium receptors collectively called?
Vestibular apparatus are responsible for two parts: static, uh, position of head in space when body is stationary, and dynamic response to rotary and angular movement of the head when body is moving.
What is a macula?
A patch of receptor cells where hairs are embedded in a jelly-like mass called otolytic membrane.
How does static equilibrium work?
The otolytic membrane is studded with tiny weeny stones called otoliths. When head moves, the otoliths roll in response to gravity, which causes a pull on the gel, which slides over the hairs, bending them, making them send impulses along the nerves of the brain to the brain.
What is an otolith?
A tiny stone made of calcium salts that rolls around on otolith membrane.
Where are the maculae found?
In vestibule of inner ear.
What is an ampulla?
A swollen region at base of each semicircular canal that contains a receptor regions called crista.
How does a crista work?
It has a tuft of hair cells covered with a gel cap. When your head moves rotationally and angularly, indolent drags behind. Gel cap is dragged along with slow-moving indolent, bending it. It stimulates the hair cells, which sends impulses to brain.
Where is the spiral of Corti found?
Cochlea of ear.
Cochlea.
Cochlea of inner ear.
That's the cochlea. How
Cochlea.
does the inner ear contribute to hearing?
Sound waves that have vibrated eardrum and traveled through the middle ear and reach oval window of inner ear make cochlea fluids move. Bending hairs found in spiral corti. Once the hair has been stimulated, they transmit impulses along cochlea nerve to brain.
How is hearing adaptive?
Repetitive or monotonous sounds like air conditioning are not heard after a period of time because our hearing adapts to the sounds.
What is the collective term for taste and scent receptors?
Chemo, wait, chemoreceptors.
Yeah, because they respond to chemicals. Where are your olfactory receptors found?
Uh, in a space of size of the postage stamp in the roof of each nasal cavity.
How do we sense smell?
When olfactory sensors are stimulated by chemicals, they transmit impulses along with olfactory filaments, which make up a olfactory nerve. These nerves then conducts impulses to brain
Why is scent so linked to memories and emotions?
because olfactory pathways are closely tied to limbic system, the emotional part of brain.
Do you agree with this? Oo, no?
Yeah,
Scent pa lang. So that's the reason.
very
Yeah, it is very uh, linked to the limbic system. The limbic system is the emotions. How many taste buds do we have?
10,000
Where are the taste buds found?
on sides of large round
Mm.
circumvallate papillae and on top of fungiform papillae.
So tip and the sides. What are the taste buds that respond to chemicals dissolved in saliva cold?
Gustatory cells.
Okay. What are the five taste sensations? That's the modern na ngayon ha, modern.
Yeah. Sweet, sour, bitter, salty, umami.
Are you familiar with umami? Yan yung
Yeah.
bago ha.
Mostly they are using FG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Familiar ako, Dok, sa umami.
Oh yes, can you tell us more about it, Sir Regel?
Ha? Akong familiar ako, Dok, kay you, mami raman.
Ah, wow, you got me there. Grabe. Grabe good, no? Giilis na nila. So, before it used to be, okay, umami na,
Before.
umami.
Right.
Now, let's go to the ear, Sir Dennis. What is number one?
Okay. Uh, external ear.
Number three.
Internal ear.
Okay. What about the semicircular canal? What number?
8.
Number 9. Is this?
Auditory nerve.
Okay. What number is the external auditory canal?
13.
So this one. It is also known as the EAM, external auditory meatus. Okay. Which number is the auditory tube?
18.
Number 2 is
The middle ear.
temporal lobe.
Number 5.
Okay. Round window.
Number 17.
So this one, the window. What is number 12?
The elastic cartilage.
Number 15.
Tympanic membrane.
Cochlea. What number?
19.
Yeah, this one. Number 6 is what?
The malleus.
Number 7.
The incus.
Stapes in the oval window is what number?
16.
Yeah, this one. So malleus, incus, stapes. Number 8.
The semicircular canal.
External ear, what number?
Number 1.
Number 13.
The external auditory canal.
Number 18.
The auditory tube.
Number 12.
The elastic cartilage.
Okay, internal ear, what number?
Number 3.
Tympanic membrane.
Number 15.
Number 19 is
Cochlea.
number 5.
The temporal bone.
Middle ear. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
The malleus, what number?
6.
Incus.
7.
What is number 16?
The stapes.
Which number is the auditory nerve?
9.
Number 17 is
The round window.
number 4.
The helix.
Okay. The helix is what number? Number 4. Number 10. What is number 10?
Tragus. Tragus.
The malleus is what number?
6.
11.
Libulae.
Anong lobule? Lobule. Malabo na yun.
Lobule.
I think you need to change your glasses. Lobule. Lobule.
Lobule.
Nagulat ako doon na. Ay, sorry. Sabi ko, oh, okay. Incus is what
Lobule.
number? Ay,
7.
Okay. Number 17.
Round window.
Tragus or tragus.
10.
Number 9.
Auditory nerve.
Round window.
17.
Number 12.
Elastic cartilage.
Okay. Auditory nerve.
9.
Number 14. This one.
Cerumen.
Yeah. What is cerumen in Bisaya?
Actually,
Okay. Lobule.
11.
Cerumen.
14.
Now let's go to the eye. What is number 3?
Iris.
Yes. Fovea.
15.
Okay. This one is the fovea. No, this is the central, where the central vision is generated. Okay. Number 2.
Lens.
Yes. Retina.
12.
Okay, this one. Number 5.
The pupil.
Okay, you should know this very well because Dr. Di Hong po is really into this. Okay. So we hope that someday we will be able to assist her there. She's into, I think you've seen naman the ano, no? Dugi pa ba mahuman? No. Yeah, number 5 is
13.
okay. Optic nerve, what number?
13.
Number 15.
Phobia.
Cornea is what number?
4.
Yeah, this one. Number 12.
Retina.
Hyaloid canal, what number?
14.
Okay, this one. This is the hyaloid canal. Okay. Number 13.
The optic nerve.
Number 4.
The cornea.
Choroid.
16.
Yeah, this is the choroid, yung colored. The vascular coat. What is number 14?
The hyaloid canal.
Sclera.
17.
Yeah. Anterior chamber, what number?
6.
Number 16.
Is fluoroid.
Iris, what number?
3.
Number 17.
Sclera.
The lens. Ay, sorry, dyan na pala. What number?
2.
Number 19. What is this?
Lateral rectus muscle.
Okay, so if there's a lateral rectus, this is the one that moves your eye to the laterally, no? So meron tayong medial rectus. You also have the superior rectus, the inferior rectus, superior oblique, inferior oblique. Okay. Pupil.
5.
11.
The medial rectus muscle.
Okay, now you understand why some people are strabismic, no? You will get you can see all those cases there. And what Dr. Vivian De Hongpo wants to happen is for us to be able to effect a change by just manipulating the ear. And meron siyang equipment doon na puro light. And if you flash those lights on the points, di ba, high-tech na. Exciting, no? So in the meantime, let's memorize the point, be familiar with the points. Medial rectus is?
Number 11.
Number 4.
The cornea.
Ciliary body.
1.
Ito, this holds the lens, no? Ina-anchor niya. What is number 14?
The hyaloid canal.
Okay, fovea. What number?
15.
Number 10 is
Conjunctiva.
conjunctiva. What number is the zonular space?
9.
Okay. So number 9 is the zonular space. Ang number 1, what is it? Number 1.
The ciliary body.
Okay. Anterior chamber.
6.
Okay. Number 9.
Zonular space.
Posterior chamber.
7.
Number 6.
The anterior chamber.
Vitreous chamber is what number?
18.
So this one. Number 7.
Posterior chamber.
Scleral venous sinus.
Number 8.
18.
Vitreous chamber.
Conjunctiva.
10.
Number 8.
The scleral venous sinus.
Okay, lateral rectus muscle.
Number 19.
Number 10.
Conjunctiva.
Medial rectus.
Number 11.
Congratulations.
Thank
you
Doc.
everyone for joining. Did you have fun? Pasensya na ha.
Yes, Doc.
Internet is now ganda-ganda na yung internet.